Alright, everybody, it's 444RR with the next video on the 365-day magic challenge. Got a really great trick today. Today is a trick not invented by Bill Malone, but he does it a lot and made it famous. It's Rub-a-Dub-Dub. Hope you guys enjoy. So here's the trick. Rub-a-Dub-Dub. 3 men in 3 tubs went sailing out to sea. The first in tub number 1, the second in tub number 2, the third in tub number 3. Now, this tub was old, but the captain was bold. He was raring to go. He jumped on the deck, fell through the wreck, and ended up down below. Now, the second old goat got on the same boat, and things started to happen. He tripped on a pole, fell through the hole, landing on top of the captain. Now, it was easy to see that man number 3 was puzzled beyond comprehension. So what did he do? He too fell through, and what was said we can't mention. Now, man number 1 was feeling quite glum, but a clever idea had he. He said, the plan that I got him was to go through the bottom, but he ended up in tub number 3. So he looked at the mast and he decided at last to go over the top. Things went well till he let out a yell and he landed with a plop. And so with a sigh, decided to try his luck in tub number 1, but just before he fell through the floor and ended up right back where he started from. And so for fun, he stayed in tub 1, the second in tub number 2, the third jumped with glee into tub number 3, and they all fell through. Well, embarrassed again, these 3 old men had hid themselves from view when man number 1 stole away before the end of the day, as did man number 2. But it didn't take long for something to seem wrong. It's as if he'd never departed. So he left once more, confused as before, where man number 1 ended up where he started. And so, like his friend, he journeyed again, not knowing what he might find. But these 2 old tards didn't get very far, for they couldn't leave the third behind. And so the 3 thought at least they'd travel southeast for a change of luck they were hoping. Rub-a-dub-dub, they found jobs that they loved, pro golfing at the U.S. Open. And that is the trick, rub-a-dub-dub. Where did all the golf balls come from? It's a really, really fun trick to do. I gotta tell you, this is actually one of my favorite tricks. I do this all the time in my close-up shows, and it's a great ending to a close-up show because, you know, you do a cup and ball, which everyone knows, and a lot of close-up magicians use cup and ball routines as their closers. And this is a really great way because it's like a nice little like Dr. Seuss, Shel Silverstein kind of poem thing, and you're doing all these standard cup and ball moves, but you're just doing them in a story, so it's not so standard, you could say. You're doing standard moves, but you're kind of spicing them up a little bit, which is kind of neat because you kind of do a little story all mixed in here. So that is Rub-a-Dub-Dub. If you want to learn the trick, let me show you where you can learn it. I have the DVD right here. It's from Bill Malone. Here I go again, Volume 1. The very last trick on here is the Rub-a-Dub-Dub trick. So it's a really fun trick to do. Your audience laughs a lot too because your audience gets smiling and laughing because, you know, of some of the puns you throw in there, but also some of the reveals of the balls and things. Like when you go, they couldn't leave the third behind, you lift up the cup and the 3 balls are back there. That's a fun move to do, but it's also a lot more fun to watch the audience reaction. Then when the golf balls come out at the end, they're just like, huh? And they're like, what? You know, it's really cool. And there's a lot of stuff going on in this trick at once. So the heat in this trick is not really on you too much, which is nice too. Because they're looking somewhere else as you're doing a secret move somewhere else. That's the misdirection. And there's a lot of misdirection in this trick. So there's not really too much heat on you as you do this trick, which is great too. The only thing is you got to learn all the moves. You got to learn all the pattern of the trick because this trick is pattern-based. So if you don't learn the pattern, the trick's not going to look right and be right. Because, you know, people are going to wonder when you reveal the golf balls under the cups, people are going to wonder, wait a minute, I don't get it. What are the golf, you know, I mean, okay, golf balls, final load, okay, but you know, I don't understand. So, before I end the video, I'm going to give you, whoops, I just dropped something there. That's not cool. Let me pick that up, put that back on my shelf. Oh, man. All right, there we go. Okay, before I end the video, let me go through a couple tips if you are going to learn this trick. You are going to need 4 golf balls. You will need 4 golf balls. You're going to need 3 cups. Get the little cheap plastic cups. They work the best. First of all, because of some of the moves you have to do. If you have a regular standard cup and ball, like one of those back on that shelf, the lip's going to be too big. And also to do your final production of the golf balls is also not going to be able to do it with a regular sized cup and ball. So use small little plastic cups. They work the best. Just make sure that your golf balls actually fit inside of your plastic cups, of course. And I'm going to kind of teach you the really cool ending to the cup and ball that I actually did. So you have all the balls loaded under the cups, and you've just revealed the final one. And the really cool thing is you put it on top of this cup here. I'm going to show you how to do what we call the cup and ball reveal, the final load reveal. So what you do is all you do is you curl your finger around the bottom of whatever your final load is. And you can use this in a regular cup and ball routine too. So I'm going to give you kind of a free little tip here, a free little magic lesson as we end the video. So you curl your finger around the ball like this. And what you do is you take the one without the ball on it, put it over the middle cup, take the other one, put it right over this cup, and you release like that. And then the balls will just drop on top, and it looks really, really cool. So done up to speed, it looks like this. Looks like this done up to speed. So you just go, boom. Now, I like to do it that way, the way you just saw it. I like to do it to where I have a little bit of like, they actually fall like this. I kind of like that. What some magicians will do with their final load is they'll go like this and come up. So they'll cover it. And so under the action of covering, you're dropping the ball on the top, and then after that, you're showing it. So you're going like this, you're releasing, and then you're coming over like this. To me, it doesn't look very magical. To me, for some people, they like doing it that way. I kind of like when there's just a little bit of a gap, and then you shake like this and go boom, and they fall. But you can do it anyway. And that's a little tip I'm going to give you for your cup and ball routines. You'll even have to use that in this one. If you have a regular set of cups and balls and you have a final load like a really giant ball, like something like this, or you have like some kind of like food item as your final load, like oranges or kiwis or lemons or limes, you can do that same kind of move. You just, again, if you have like a lemon, you cup it like this, cup the lemon with your fingers and bring it over and just go boom. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing it with something a lemon shape, but anything a circle will work because, because the way the cups are, because the cup at top is a circle, it's not really going to work with a lemon shape. But you have something like a lime or an orange, you could go boom, and it's kind of a neat little way to produce your final load. So that's a Rub-a-Dub-Dub with a little bit of a bonus magic tip thrown in at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed. Go out and learn Rub-a-Dub-Dub. Go pick up Bill Malone, Here I Go Again, Volume 1. If you pick it up, the Volume 1 actually has a bonus section in the back where you can actually learn how to do Bill Malone's famous cards from mouth. When he coughs and goes, and the cards come out of his mouth. He actually teaches you this in the DVD. So it's a really, really cool thing. Go pick it up and learn Rub-a-Dub-Dub. Can't recommend this trick enough. I do it all the time. This is my closer for my close-up shows, so I do recommend going to actually picking this up. So it's Rub-a-Dub-Dub on Bill Malone, Here I Go Again, Volume 1. Hope you guys like the trick.